Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to be talking about why the Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young are going to be in big trouble for the rest of this series. So I'm basically going to be getting to why I don't think they match up well against the Bucks, and why I also think that they could be in trouble just for the way that they play, and for the way that they base their success on pretty much. So I'm going to be getting into all that in this video, so if you do like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. That'd mean the absolute world to me. With all that out of the way, without running on too much, just get right into this video. My first reason is that I think the Bucks are finally realizing that they have nobody that is a good matchup against them. I mean, in the entire starting lineup, the Bucks have the advantage in every single position, not skill-wise, but really just matchup-wise. As I mean, look at it, the Bucks have one of the worst matchups for Trae Young, as Jrue Holiday is the best perimeter defending guard in the entire NBA. And Jrue Holiday has been showing that he does think that, and then also Trae Young, not a knock on him, is just not a good defender at all, and Holiday has taken full advantage of that, as just through the first two games, this is when I wrote the video, through the first two games, he was averaging 28 points per game, 1 block per game, 1.5 steals per game, and 9 assists per game on 60% shooting from the field and 50% shooting from the three-point line, while also being one of the best perimeter guards in the entire NBA. And we're seeing that as Trae Young has not looked like the same Trae Young through the last two games. Yes, he's put up big numbers, but his efficiency has also been down, and I'm saying that only because Trae Young just had one of the worst games of his career, at least in the playoffs, in Game 2. In Game 2, he played very poorly, and that is why they lost by 37 points. So I do think for sure that Jrue Holiday is one of the worst matchups for Trae Young in a playoff series that you can possibly get. And then probably the most obvious matchup is Giannis, as the Atlanta Hawks have quite literally absolutely no one that can guard Giannis. Their best bet would be putting John Collins on him, but even then, John Collins is giving up a solid 2 inches and 7 pounds. And if you've seen Giannis, that 7 pounds means a lot because it is 7 pounds of pure muscle. So, I mean, for sure, Giannis is stronger than John Collins, faster than John Collins, taller than John Collins. So even their best matchup is still just size-wise and physically not able to consistently be able to guard him every single time. And that's why Giannis has been playing so good, because I think he realized, hey, there is no one on this team that's even big enough or long enough to even attempt to guard me. And then if they are big enough, there's not a chance they're fast enough. The only person that's bigger than Giannis would be Clint Capella, and Clint Capella, we all know, is nowhere near fast enough to guard Giannis on anywhere. So for sure, he can't guard him consistently either. So this team is going to struggle a ton to even attempt to stop him. And then their X factor would be Chris Middleton, because Chris Middleton through the first two games played extremely bad, and in one of those games they won by 37 points, which is not a good sign for the Atlanta Hawks, because in the one game that he did play decent was last game, and he didn't really start playing that great until the fourth quarter, where he dropped 20 points and they were able to come back and win. It literally took Chris Middleton playing good for one quarter to solidify the victory for the Milwaukee Bucks. So I think for sure if there is ever a game and it looks like it's about to come very soon and Chris Middleton's getting more comfortable in the series, if there's ever a game that all three, Jrue Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis, are playing good, I don't really see a world where the Atlanta Hawks even stand a chance of winning the game, because they already can't guard Jrue and they can't guard Giannis. So now if you have Chris Middleton who you can't guard, well, you're going to be in quite a pickle. Why aren't you? Because that's the team's best three players and scorers just going off every single night, which is going to cause huge problems, because it doesn't matter at that point if Trae Young goes for 50 and those three go for 60. Well, that's going to cancel out Trae Young, and then you have the rest of the role players. Because basically, pretty much piggybacking into my next point, they go as Trae Young goes. And yes, Trae Young, like I said, in Game 1 went off, put up a historic performance, had 48 points, and then they got the win. But I don't see Trae Young being able to put up damn near 50 points every game with 11 assists, putting up historic performances every single night just to win one game. I don't see that happening, and he would have to do that 3 more times, and I just can't see it happening at all. So So I do think that the Milwaukee Bucks will probably win in 6, max minimum 5, but I do think max 6 games in this series, because I don't see Trae Young being able to put up these historic performances enough to help them win this series. And if they go as Trae Young goes and Drew Holiday is guarding Trae Young's probably going to have another bad night or two, and that's going to result in the Atlanta Hawks losing this series. But unfortunately, guys, that's my first video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think the Atlanta Hawks are in trouble? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button and subscribe button. That'd mean the absolute world to me. Hope you have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. So you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.